Mind-blowing! 10 books that accurately predicted the future, from fiction novels to reality. Did you know that a novel written over a century ago predicted the rise of the internet? Today, we're diving into 10 books that entertained and eerily forecasted technological marvels and societal changes that were far ahead of their time. These authors crafted stories that mirror today's realities. Keep watching because we're unraveling the visions these writers had, from digital revolutions to global political dynamics, all penned under the guise of fiction. Stay tuned to uncover which books envisioned the world we live in now and how accurately they did it. 10. They Shoot Horses, Don't They? By Horace McCoy. Okay, let's start with They Shoot Horses, Don't They? By Horace McCoy. This isn't your typical futuristic story. Instead, this book is a story about a dance marathon during the Great Depression. In the book, people dance for weeks, hoping to win money just to survive. The story shows how desperate and tough life was for them. No wonder it was published in 1935. Now, you might wonder how this book predicted the future. Well, it's not about fancy technology or space travel. Instead, McCoy guessed how reality TV shows and society's obsession with competition and entertainment would grow. The book shows how people are watched and judged while they struggle, which is a lot like many TV shows we see today, where contestants go through tough challenges to win prizes. This book helps us understand how sometimes entertainment can be more about making money and less about caring for the people in the shows. It's a smart look at how history gives us clues about today. 9. Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. This book is a giant puzzle about a bunch of different people, all trying to figure out their lives, which sounds pretty normal, right? But here's the twist. It's set in a future where people are obsessed with entertainment, much like today. What's really cool is how David Foster Wallace guessed a lot about the future when he wrote the book in the mid-1990s. He imagined a world where people watch entertainment on devices like our smartphones and tablets. The book also talks about how this obsession can make people really unhappy, which is something we see happening today with technology taking over our lives. It's like he had a crystal ball to see into today's world. 8. Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke. Just like Infinite Jest showed us the impact of entertainment and technology on society, but from the lens of a 1953 writer, Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke takes a leap into the future too, but with a twist. This book tells the story of peaceful aliens called the Overlords, who come to Earth to help humans stop fighting and start living better lives. But there's a big surprise about how humans evolve and what they become. What's really cool is how Clarke imagined things about space and our future that are starting to come true. He thought about how humans would change and grow when meeting aliens, much like how we wonder what will happen if we ever really meet beings from another planet. Clarke also thought about how meeting these aliens would change us. He predicted that humans would eventually evolve into a new kind of being, something that's more about mind than body. This idea is what we see in today's discussions about how humans might change with new technology or discoveries. So, Childhood's End isn't just a fun space story. It makes us think about the big what-ifs of meeting others out in the universe and how that would change us. 7. The Plot Against America by Philip Roth. Continuing from Childhood's End, where we explored a future with aliens, let's look at The Plot Against America by Philip Roth. This book doesn't go into outer space, but dives into an alternate American history where famous pilot Charles Lindbergh becomes president in 1940, not Franklin D. Roosevelt. Once he's in office, Lindbergh's government leans towards friendship with Nazi Germany, affecting the life of a Jewish family in New Jersey. This novel, while set in the past, sends a powerful message about the future from the perspective of a writer living in 2004. It warns us about the impact of extremist leaders and how quickly they can alter the direction of a country. Roth's story feels almost prophetic today as it mirrors some modern political climates where nationalism and isolationism have gained ground. It's fascinating and a bit chilling how Roth imagined these shifts in society before we began seeing them in real life. This book teaches us to be aware of history's lessons and the importance of standing up for democratic values. 6. Neuromancer by William Gibson. The Plot Against America showed us a different political reality, while Neuromancer by William Gibson takes us on a wild ride straight to the future from 1984. In this book, the story is all about a washed-up computer hacker named Case who gets one last chance to pull off the ultimate hack. Neuromancer is super cool because it predicts things like cyberspace and virtual reality way before they became real. Imagine playing video games or using the internet, but the book talked about these even before they were invented. Gibson described a digital world where people can go inside computers and explore a whole universe online, which is a lot like how we use the internet today. This book is like a sneak peek into what technology could become. It's amazing to think that Gibson thought of these ideas back in 1984. This makes us wonder what other cool stuff from books might actually happen in the future. Want more mind-blowing insights from the world of books? Hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more incredible predictions from fiction that turned into reality. 5. Player Piano by Kurt Vonnegut. Moving on from Neuromancer by William Gibson, which gave us a glimpse into the digital future, let's talk about another mind-blowing book, Player Piano by Kurt Vonnegut. This book is set in a future where machines do almost all the work and humans just try to figure out their place in the world. Player Piano shows us a world where robots and computers take over jobs, leaving many people without much to do. This idea might sound familiar because it's something we're starting to see today,